What's good to the tribe? It's Wanaghi. Know it's been a while since we had talks like this, but I really had a serious question or questions, and just seeing if you guys could give me your points of views about it. Not gonna keep you guys too long. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share. You watching this, drop a comment and let me know how you feeling about this. But the title is, are African Americans or Africans dividing the black race? And the reason I've been saying this because I've been on YouTube for a minute now, even before I dropped videos, and I used to be in the chats and stuff like that. And now I've been on this app called Clubhouse, and I know a lot of people from YouTube are on that side too, so they'll know what I'm talking about when I start to get into it a little bit. But I've been hearing about foundational Black American, ADOS, freedmen, and we're even talking to real Africans across the diaspora. And it's so awesome with this app because you're getting everybody's points of view, not just an Aboriginal or American Indian point of view. You're getting everybody's. So you're getting to hear the side of how Africans feel about how we act, and then you're getting to hear the side of other Americans or African Americans or blacks or American Indians or whatever they want to call themselves, points of views. I've been hearing, especially watching this, everybody's trying to come together. They want to come together. And from me looking in, I'm seeing that this is going to be a hard thing. Reason being is African Americans or Americans that are melanated on this side don't know who they are. I think first, people really need to try to figure out who you are. Like we say, all skin folks aren't kin folks. We're not all the same. Even though everybody wants to lump us in these categories and try to make us the same, we're not. We're not. All American Indian tribes aren't the same. All tribes in Africa aren't the same. And I just don't think, until we really get a grasp of everybody here actually having an idea who they are and not just saying who they are. Like I'll get on the Clubhouse app and you'll hear regular, I'll just say foundational Americans or freedmen or whatever they're calling themselves, and they're saying this about the slave ships and descendants of slaves and how their relatives came off these boats, which we already know. I put up the video with Henry Louis Gates, and I think he was talking to the drummer Questlove.
In here, you are the only African American I've ever met who could name the ship.
I'm on the absolute last ship that ever came here.
I think that's his name, Questlove. And he says, out of all this time I've been doing this, you are one of the only ones that have a record of boats bringing it in. Boats bringing it in. So I'm just thinking, like, I understand that we can trace people back, and you can find slaves and families or slaves on plantations and things like that. They might be indentured workers. They might have just been family members that other family members have bought to keep them away from different things. But until people really get a grasp of genealogy, that is the only way we're going to get through this. And that's for Black Americans, African Americans, FBA, ADOS, freedmen, whatever. That is the only way we're going to get through this. You have to know who you are. And luckily for the Africans across the diaspora, they're more closer than us. They have their lineage more than us. They know their actual tribe. And I'm not talking about these African Americans that take these DNA tests. I listened to a guy last night and who was he talking to? I think he was talking to Top Cats. And telling him how he does genealogy research, and he ended up tracing himself back to a tribe that's out there. Bull crap. No, you didn't. You didn't. You didn't trace yourself to a tribe out there. I don't know anybody that has traced itself to a tribe out there besides the phony stuff they've been spewing. And I just think everybody, we've been in this complex for so long where we all have to be the same. But we're not all the same. When Africans come here to America, they are the real African Americans. The real African Americans. We all know who put it forth and given us this name. We know where this comes from. We've been doing this for so freaking long right now. It's unbelievable. But for me, I just don't see a way for us all to come together if we don't have our roots and different things put in place, knowing our story. Knowing our story. Remember, genealogy is your own personal story. My story might not be like your story. We might not be the same tribe. Our tribes might have beefed in the day. So we just gotta make sure everybody is getting their own story, and then we can bring it into a whole to make things come together. I was hearing a guy say about the return to Africa and how we should be trying to better ourselves and come to Africa, because soon it will be the dominant superpower out that way. But then it was so funny because when I heard who was it talking? I can't remember their name. They rebutted and said, how are we really getting to help ourselves when we go to Africa? But when we get there, percentages of money we make, we have to pay to the locals and things out there. Not just, I don't know if they have taxes, so to say, but we have to pay a percentage to the natives and locals in that area that we're actually making money from. But we're supposed to be going there and being able to build free, and we're coming back to our homeland. That is not our land. And I'm not saying all of us. It might be some of you guys' land, but it's not all of our land. I'm standing on my land. I was born on my land. So were my relatives. Going back and back and back and back. And I can prove that. Let's flip to ADOS. And mind you why I'm saying any of this. I have no problems with anybody. This is me just having a little talk today just because I'm thinking about this while I have a little bit of free time. The ADOS. Basically telling us that we shouldn't say we're Indigenous Americans or American Indians and stuff like that, because that's gonna mess up their reparation claim. How? How, Sway? How? How is that gonna mess up a claim for reparations? Just because you want to be a slave coming from off a boat that traveled the worstest ocean on the planet, stacked on top of each other, pissing and shitting on each other, no telling when the women are having periods and other things, all this disease and stuff at the bottom of the boat. Where's this fresh water to wash people off when you need a drink? Where is this food at? Where? Like, people are so stuck on history and not our story. People have to do a better job in researching this. A better job. My big bro Kyle always says the number thing, right? For us to get the numbers that we have, as far as the population coming from being brought over to what we had, a woman would have to have 22 babies a year. One woman. And I don't think I know any woman on this plane that could pop 22 babies out in a year. And if you guys know any, please put them in the comments, because I would definitely like to look them up, because that's crazy. Coming off a ship that you've been on for months, not including if it was hurricane season or wasn't hurricane season. You getting off the boat, you haven't moved for I don't know how long. What happens to older people when they lay in the bed for so long? Don't they get bed sores? Sometimes what? Their lymphatic system shuts down. You can't move. You like Jello. So you're gonna get off that boat and your body is gonna be acclimated to working and having kids, children. Do you think your body is gonna shock itself back to the way it was after being punished like that for months? I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think people need to understand this is way bigger than what we think it is. Way bigger. Way bigger than what we think it is. Are African Americans dividing the black race? Black race. People know what I mean. My hair is black. My face is copper, brown. Are we dividing? Are we just making up stuff to go with the notion so whoever throws out the first reparation claim, we can jump to it? Because as far as me, being American Indian, or if you really want to know my lineage, from me being Saponi, Catawba, a Siouan dialect, original language Tutelo, I think my claim will be a lot more proficient to say that I've always been here. You came here and took my shit. You made me a POW on my own land. My ancestors' blood, sweat, and tears is everywhere through this bitch. Everywhere. Most of the stuff you've seen today wouldn't be here if it wasn't for us. Is that not a claim? Is that not a claim? Or do I have to come off a ship because I'm gonna get more money coming off a ship? And for any of you African Americans or blacks out there, or ADOS, put in the comments what ship you came off of. And I'm not talking about the plantation your ancestors worked on. Put the ship you came off of. Since everybody came off these slave ships. Like I say, I'm not understanding it. But are we all dividing each other? Are we all dividing this? I know we have a lot of powerful smart people out here. I sit here and jump on Clubhouse app almost every other day if I'm not on there every day listening. It's some very intelligent people on there. But it's some very intelligent people that are lost in the sauce. Just like on YouTube too. We all have little bits and pieces to what's going on. I just think we should come at each other a better way and respect each other's culture, because guess what? African Americans, blacks, American Indians, foundational black Americans, or whatever you want to call yourself, do have culture, even though you think you don't. And y'all need to get out that mindset. We've been giving away our culture for years, and this shit is over with. I'm tired of giving away shit. I'm trying to keep everything we got right now. Everything. 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 And I hope everybody is too. And I hope everybody's doing your genealogy. Genealogy is the key. Survival is the key. People online don't even think you know who you are. I listened last night and they were telling people they came off a slave ship. They were telling them in the chat on Clubhouse they came off a slave ship. They were from Africa. Africa is the cradle of civilization. When America has everything older. Everything older. But this is where we're at. We take a little bit of something somebody wants to give and takes it for as truth or fact, and then spew it back out to everybody else like we know what the fuck we're talking about. What is that? I got love for all melanated people across this plane. I just love my people a little bit more. And I want to see us do good and prosper and get back in our right status. Knowing who we are. Knowing who your relatives were. Being able to get back some of these trades and traditions we did have. I want to see that. I want to see us to be able to build together and not tear each other down and be ready to fuck somebody up every time they pop off online. This is internet. This shit ain't real at all. And excuse my language, but it's not. We got to get better with this. Like they say, every year we supposed to be elevating. And if we ain't, what we doing it for? My grandfather always used to say, if you don't put 100% in what you're doing, why do it at all? It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. I could be doing something else. It's a waste of time. So I'll leave you again with this question. Are African Americans dividing the black race? Black race. And I love you guys. Feathers up, tribe up, wise up, rise up.